Hello and welcome to another week of the weekly support and clarity from Spirit for you. So thanks for joining me. I hope you've had a great week. And so we're doing this from what is it, June Monday the 13th to Sunday the 19th of June. So how I work is I call in my guides or those in spirit who love me, ask them to come close to give you all the tips, techniques, exercises, and any information that you require or they feel would be beneficial for you for the upcoming week. So just give me a sec, I'll just seal off, tune in, call everyone in, and we'll get straight into it. All right. They're just talking about what do you really want in your life? What do you really want, to happen? And how often do you concentrate on this? And then how often do you concentrate on what you are not getting? And so they're telling me that quite a lot of energy actually goes into the things which you feel are stopping you or the things that you feel you are not getting in your life instead of going into the things that you do want throughout your life as well. And it's those little things, to say, oh, this never happens to me. Why does this happen? Oh my God, I just got blocked again. Things always get in the way of where I want to go and what I want to do. Sometimes these things are actually brought up to, show you that these are the kind of blocks that are coming up from actually stopping you achieving what you want. So when you're able to actually stop for a second, take a few breaths if you want to, and start to look at this a little bit more clearly and to look at this in the way of going, okay, well, if this has popped up for me, if I allow this to be whatever it is and then allow myself to see it not as a block, but something in which is going to help guide me to what I really want. There's that thing when you're able to accept and sort of see it more clearly for what it is, it actually loses its power. And then you can redirect your energy, your focus, your attention into something back onto your goal and back onto what you were wanting. The other thing they're talking about is doing this incrementally. So, a lot of people out there like, I want to be rich, I want to have lots of money, or, I want the perfect relationship, or I want a massive house, or whatever it is. But they're saying, like, when you're trying to attain something that, well, for where you're at the moment, might not possibly be believable, you're actually almost setting yourself up for failure. Almost, not quite. And so what you can actually do, just say, if I can use money as an example, nice and easy example, is that, and I just had relationships then too, so you bring it down a bit. So instead of going, oh, I want $20 million, you could say to yourself, okay, well, how can I create on making this much money this month? And set some smaller goals. And as you achieve these goals and as you get closer to these goals, then you can just bump it up a little bit more. And with relationships, it's that thing, instead of going, I want the perfect relationship in my life or the perfect partner or whatever that is, it's that thing about it as to asking yourself, okay, well, how do I give myself the right conditions for me to have the perfect relationship with me? Am I kind to myself? Am I balanced with myself? Am I gentle? Am I forgiving? Am I loving? Am I supportive? And then actually have a bit of a look out for when you actually are doing these things and then congratulating yourself on them. The same with the money. Every time you make another step, congratulate yourself for doing that. And that'll create another step towards actually attaining what you're looking for. But it's that thing about stopping, being aware of it, realizing and understanding that you're actually in that process already and you're actually starting to attain that. And then you can make another goal and you can have that big one, there, to sort of focus on, but they're telling me don't be surprised if it slightly changes, and that's okay as well. Because as you grow, your needs change. So the things that you might have needed, 6 months or a year ago might not be as relevant at the moment. Okay, so we'll get on with the weekly reading. Okay, so give me a sec. So Monday. All right, so a lot of stuff around my stomach actually, and there's a lot of stuff around purging and not feeling comfortable. So this is about releasing as well, and it's about sort of asking yourself, a bit like, saying those things, this never happens, how come I can't get this, things aren't fair, whatever it is. What are the things in which you really, need to release within yourself, and to be able to purge and that sort of thing too. And this always is about, and they're telling me this goes on to Tuesday. So Tuesday is about really starting to be aware of the things that are working in your life, the things that are good, the things that do nourish you, and that sort of thing. So it's more of that, giving yourself that structure, that stability, that happiness, that joy in when you do things. So it might not be your ultimate goal, but it's about going, okay, I wouldn't mind some time for myself. So if you can allocate 5 or 10 minutes to yourself, you're actually giving back to yourself, you're nourishing yourself. So then by doing that, you're actually purging what you don't need, which may be having a lack of time. So this is going on to Wednesday now. Wednesday, it's about noticing, they're saying about moving forward. And at the moment, it's almost like quite a few people are in a bit of a stop-start sort of place. It's almost like, 2 steps forward, 1.5 steps backwards, 2 steps forwards, this kind of thing. So it's really about, recognizing and having a bit of a scan on where you have been to where you are now. But it's also about recognizing not just the small wins, but they're talking about forgiveness and about the expansiveness of yourself, the forgiveness that you have as well, which is actually going into Thursday. And Thursday is really about, all right, so this is about work colleagues more than anything else. So it's about, really seeing things more clearly for what they are. And it's about not getting so kind of caught up on what looks like it might be on the surface, instead of what is actually starting to move and starting to work and starting to, be revealed to you as well. So it's that thing around forgiveness, about not just having forgiveness for other people, but actually forgiveness for yourself as well. And forgiveness around, asking yourself, am I achieving, am I moving it forward? Hello? Brahma Bang Bang wants to join in the video this week. Okay, so it's about that sort of moving forward, moving on. And it's that thing too about being a little bit more gentle and kind with yourself, which goes on to Friday. And this goes into about your environments as well, and you nurturing yourself and you giving back to yourself. Are you giving yourself the proper environment in which you really want, in which you really need? And they're showing me that part of this sometimes for some people is actually around food, and it's around giving yourself the best food that you possibly can and really feeling good about that, and actually nourishing yourself with what you need. With some other people, this is about sort of realizing the areas in your life, or even saying the people in your life in which you feel uplifted, in which you feel good. So it's funny because they're talking about exercise, and there's that thing where sometimes things are hard work. Like when you finish a big lot of exercise, you can feel a bit worn out, but inside of you, you actually do feel quite uplifted at the same time. So, hello. So, that sort of thing. So getting on to Saturday, all right. This is funny. Saturday, when I was asking about that, they just said everything's going to be all right. Everything's going to be all right. Everything's moving along and moving forward as well. So it's that thing about reassuring yourself and also asking, not just asking for spirit for help, but asking for people around you, which goes into Sunday. It's that thing about, allowing yourself to bring in some more support if you need it, and allowing yourself to be, accepting and happy about having that support in your life. The reason why people want to support you is because they love you, because they want to share time with you, because they want to help you. So it's that thing about, because I can feel with a few people, just moving some of that stuff, I can feel with a few people out there that they feel like if they're not doing things independently, if they're not doing things, as well as they possibly can within themselves, if they're asking for too much support, well then you're actually giving up, or you're not actually doing the job yourself. You're not actually doing it properly for yourself. So there's quite a bit of stuff there. I'm just moving in relation with this, but it's that thing about, asking yourself, how much joy do you get when you do support other people? And then realize that that's reciprocal. When people help you, they get incredible joy from that, and you get joy from them actually helping you and knowing that there are people around you. Okay, so we'll leave it there for this week. I just want to thank you very much for joining me. And I love it when you like, subscribe, share me around, that sort of thing. I'm available for readings, healings, counseling, kinesiology, mentoring, lots and lots of stuff. If you want to flick me a message or have a look at my website or any of my other pages, they're all under David M. John. With Facebook and YouTube, love it when even if you want to put an emoji, a smiley face, a thank you, anything like that, just really helps the algorithms and helps me get out there to more people. Okay, beautiful. All the details are below if you want to connect with me and contact me about sessions. All right, big love. Have a beautiful week. Till next week. Bye-bye.